Hi, welcome back to Simply Sweet Sam. Today's going to be a tutorial on a fall makeup look that's also natural so you can wear it throughout the year. And it's all affordable makeups. I'm going to start off with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm just going to take some on my hand and rub that into my face just to get it primed. And this does have like a smoothing effect too, so it's really nice texture wise on the face. So that does feel nice and smooth. Let me see with my mirror. I definitely think that it has made my pores look smaller, which is great because I get pretty large pores around my nose and right underneath my eyes. So I think that does work really well. It does smooth over everything, so it makes your face just like nice and smooth, which I like. So then next I'm going to go in with foundation. And the foundation I'm going to go in with is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I'm just going to pump a little on the back of my hand. Okay. And then I'm going to take my Rare Beauty foundation brush. I'm just going to start putting this on. And to me, this foundation does have a scent to it. So just something to keep in mind of. I don't think it's very strong, and it definitely doesn't last throughout the day. So if you're sensitive, I think you'll be fine. But just to note, there is like a floral perfumey scent, I feel like. So I'm just gonna put that all over. I used about already a full pump, so I'm just gonna put some more on. I think this foundation is a great foundation. It still feels very smooth and everything's nice and blended out, which is great. So next I'm gonna go in with concealer. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer, and it has like the sponge at the top. So I'm just gonna twist this. I'll put some under the eye. Under the nose area. And then by my chin and some blemishes that I have to kind of hopefully cover those up. And down the center of my face. So now I'm going to take another brush. It's a concealer brush. I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out. So I am going to go back in with a damp sponge just because I might have put a little bit too much concealer on. To kind of just blend everything out. I am going to go in with my setting powder. And I'm going to use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. And this is in the shade medium. So I'm just going to set the whole face with this. But I'm just going to go ahead and use the concealer that I used and put some on to prep my eyes for as a base. And then I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back in with my concealer brush and just blend that out. I might have put it slightly too much, but that's okay. So now that the eyes are prepped, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow, and this is the Pumpkin Pie one. These are amazing, and they're only $3, and it comes with 4 shadows. Great quality, and especially if you're looking for something affordable, like $3 for 4 eyeshadows is great. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. by J. Kissa, I forget what brush is this, a J3 brush, and I'm gonna go in with this lighter brown matte. In this palette, you do get 2 mattes and then 2 shimmers, which I think is great. And can really create a great eyeshadow look, especially a neutral one. So I'm just going to go in and start from the outer edge and sweep in just like I normally do with starting my eyeshadow. They're great and they're just easy to work with. So I definitely recommend taking a look at these because even the shimmers and everything is great. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take this other J Kissa brush. This is the J4 brush, and I'm gonna go in with this darker brown shade that's matte in the palette and take some on this brush. And then I'm gonna take this on the outer corners and just sweep it in too, just to deepen things out. Like, these shadows are so easy to work with, so I highly recommend in picking some up. I believe the e.l.f. website has more options because I've been wanting to get the jalapeno one, but I know that that's not offered at Target, which is where I picked these up. And I'm actually going to go back in with the first blending brush that I had and kind of just blend things out more. I'm not putting any more product in, but just kind of getting things more blended. Okay, I'm really liking this so far. I mean, basically with these eyeshadow palettes, you'll probably get the same look every time you use them unless you do like a different eyeshadow look, like a halo effect or anything else. But otherwise, the eyeshadow look will most likely look the same, but I'm okay with it. It's something easy and simple if you're hurrying and on the go and don't want to think too much about what to put in your on your eyes, then this palette is amazing. And it's also going to be perfect for traveling because it's so small, and to just even keep in your purse if you want to do some touch-ups. So now I'm going to go in to this darker shimmer shade on the outside, and I'm going to just use my finger, and I'm going to just put some on towards the middle of the eye and blend it out into the darker matte shades I already put on. And it's like a nice like gold copper color, and I love these colors, and it's great for fall. So then I'm going to go in with the lighter shimmer shade right here. I'm just going to put that on my finger as well. And this one is a little bit lighter and more golden tone to it. And I'm just going to put that towards the inner corner and blend it out into the first shade we used. I really love this eyeshadow palette. It's so easy to just make a quick eye look for, but I am going to put some eyeshadow in the lower lid. So I'm going to go in with my J Kissa J1 brush. I'm going to take the light matte shade, and then I'm going to go underneath my eye. And I'm going to take just the same brush and go into the dark shade, the dark matte shade, to kind of tie this in to the shade above and blend it out. And just kind of smooth things over. I am going to take the same brush and go in with that darker glitter shade, just to get a little bit of that color at the bottom. That kind of just brighten things up. So I think everything's looking good so far. Next I'm going to go in with my Sephora retractable eyeliner, and it's waterproof. I know that this isn't a drugstore, but it is cheaper. So I put that in my waterline, and it does kind of appear darker, like it's a dark brown, but I do like that a lot. So next I'm going to do my eyelashes. I'm just going to curl them really quick. So now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline New York Last Sensational Mascara. I think I've almost used this in every single one of my makeup tutorials, but it is my favorite mascara, and it's also drugstore, so it's great. I like it better than most of the high-end mascaras I've tried. So I definitely recommend picking this up for yourself if you like kind of lengthening mascara. Alright, so I really like that you can see that it gives like a fan effect, which is what it's intended to do, and it doesn't make your lashes too goopy, but it still gets some nice and lengthened. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the complexion. So of course with the drugstore makeup, I went with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I think I've used already in the past. But I'm going to take my brush and just dip in and just kind of go and kind of, I like to kind of stamp things out and then go and blend things in. And this one's just nice and easy to use and pretty affordable as well. And make sure you get under your chin. And this obviously does have a scent too. It has the coconut scent, so I don't think it really lasts on the face, but it's just a nice little scent that they added to it. I'm just gonna and this just warms up the complexion nicely and gives a little bit more color if you're a little bit more pale like I am. I'm just gonna put some down the sides of the nose and under the lip. So for blush, I am gonna go in with the ColourPop collaboration with Disney for the Mulan collection, and this is the shade Matchmaker. So it's like a nice more neutral color. I'm just gonna dip my blush brush in and then just go over. And it does have a little bit of sparkles in there, but you can't really, it's not like sparkles on your cheeks. Well, I guess you can see a little bit of sparkle, but it's not overwhelming. I just think it's just a nice natural blush color. Just kind of blend that out and then put a little on my nose. Okay, so then I am gonna go in with the Flower Beauty, their Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. And this is a nice palette that has like 3 different highlighter colors. And it comes with a brush, but you have like this like a champagne color, pink, and then this gold color. So I'm gonna go in with a brush, and I'm gonna go in with the champagne color here. I think this is a great highlighting palette because you get the different colors with it as well. So I'm just gonna put some over, and it is very, very reflective. So be careful with how much you put on. I'm just gonna take a little bit more and highlight the cheeks and highlight the nose above the Cupid's bow. You can see now that I have that nice highlight effect with it. I do really like this palette. So I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner Perfect Pout. And this is in the color Bear to Comet, and I use this a lot. Like, this is all that I have left in this. So one of my favorite lip liner colors to use. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and line the lips. It's just more of like a natural pink color. And these are just so smooth to put on the lips, and this color is just really nice. I would have probably picked a more neutral brown color, but I don't have one in a drugstore product, so I picked that one instead. But I am going to go in with a liquid lipstick. This is from L'Oreal Paris Rouge Signature liquid lipstick. And this is in the color ITs. And so this is what the applicator looks like, which is kind of nice. It's like a triangular with a point at the end. And so it's very nice to kind of get your shape in, which I know sometimes it's hard to do with liquid lipstick. So, and this formula is slightly like watery, more, I don't know if watery is the right word, but more liquidy, so it's not as thick. So I think that's a great, this color is just a great fall color, and these do last for a very long time. I would almost say that they're more like kind of like a lip stain almost, but not quite. So, but they do last for a very long time, and this color to me just screams fall. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I think I'm running low on this. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face. And then I'm gonna wait for it to dry. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with the sponge. If you watch Allie Glines, this is something that I picked up from her, and I think that it works very well because it just makes sure that your makeup is all set in place. And then if you have any like droplets from your setting spray, it helps you kind of just make sure that everything is pressed in with your sponge. So this is my fall everyday look, which you can even wear outside fall, but this palette is so great, and I highly recommend it. If you're going to get anything that I've used in this video, I recommend getting this. Also, I mean, the mascara is also one of my favorites. I use that almost every day. And then the Butter Bronzer is also really good. And so is the foundation. Okay, so maybe everything I think is worth getting. My face is so nice and smooth, and I think it's because of that primer from e.l.f., the Poreless Primer. Everything just feels so smooth and like just feels like everything melted in and looks great and natural, and you still get that shimmer. So for me, this is like an everyday look because I do like to have shimmers in my eyeshadow every day. But if it's not for you, I mean, these shadows, you can like use either these colors and do like a one and done situation. Even with the shimmers you could too, but this was definitely an easy look and very, very affordable. I'll link everything down in the description below for you guys in case you wanted to try anything out. But thank you for watching my video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and then comment down below what videos you would like to see next. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!